So I want to share a short clip with you. I just got a message from someone I met with a while back, and he mentioned that he tried the strategy that I outlined in this clip from our meeting, and it's completely changed his business. He's been able to predictably get more customers. So here's the clip. I suggest if you're also like him, you're targeting everyone and anyone, you give this strategy a try because I'm confident it's going to drastically change how much easier it is for you to get new customers predictably.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks. I appreciate you clarifying that. I agree. I think a lot of business owners don't really understand what SEO is for. I love that you're looking to change that. I think the biggest challenge you might run into is your market's really broad. When your market is as broad as you're trying to work with every single business owner, the challenge it creates is that no business owner thinks that it applies to them, right? So I understand from your perspective, you're positioning it as, I want to service everyone. I can service everyone. SEO is something I can use in any specific industry. I can help everyone. That way your market is now like super large. You have this opportunity of going, well, I can go to any business owner and tell them this is what I do and they're going to buy from me. But the challenge you're having is that when you go to any business owner, because what you're doing is so broad and you're presenting it as so broad, they think you don't understand what their business needs. They feel like you're a commoditized service provider, and in those situations, generally it becomes a race to the bottom. Generally, you find that it's really about price. They keep trying to ask for what you're doing at a lower price. At a lower price, it's like, oh well, my buddy says he can do SEO for half of what you're quoting me, and then you're kind of pressured to drop your prices even more, even though what you're doing is offering a lot of value. So I think when you niche down, when you focus on actually say dentists, if you decide what you only want to work with dentists, when you position yourself as I do SEO for dentists, anytime a dentist comes and sees the services you're offering, they're able to very quickly identify and say, yeah, he's the man. He's the man I need to talk to about SEO because he understands SEO. He understands what it's like to work with dentists. His packages are structured specifically for the things I care about. What he's offering is really, really well suited to me. He's an expert when it comes to working with dentists. As a result, they feel like they are going to have to know a little less. They're going to have to be less involved in the process. It's when you work with a generic service provider, someone that just kind of works with everyone, as a business owner, it's now your responsibility to bring them up to speed, teach them about your business, do a lot of extra work. And a lot of business owners, they don't want to do that. They're so busy. I mean, COVID specifically has created very, very unique challenges for their businesses. So they're more focused on trying to solve those challenges rather than, even though they know they need SEO, or even though they know they need, some of the other services you offer, they might not want to invest the time it takes to bring you up to speed. So from your perspective, you're going, I can service everyone. But from them, they're going, great, I have to now teach him what it's like to own a dentist business. I feel he's not going to get it. There's going to be a lot of back and forth. Whereas when you position yourself as the SEO expert for dentists, it creates a completely different understanding. They look at it and they go, great, I don't need to bring him up to speed. He's already going to know, oh, look, his packages are structured exactly for what I need. He's got an entry-level package that allows me to test the waters, but still get the results that I want, right? So it positions you very differently as an expert. And as a result of you actually narrowing down your market, you create this strange phenomenon where the more focused you get, the less your market becomes because you've defined it really well, the more opportunity you begin to get. Because with people external that you haven't met yet, that you haven't talked to, that are your customers, your messaging resonates with them a whole lot stronger than just a generic, hey, we do SEO for any sort of business. So I challenge you to try and find a niche that you want to focus on, and next time we speak, we can kind of go over in detail about how you can narrow down the niche, which super secret. It's so straightforward. You just pick one and you go with it, but we can discuss that later. But I think when you do pick one and you do narrow down and you create messaging around a specific niche, it's going to resonate very strongly with those types of people and those types of customers, and they're going to want to reach out at minimum just to know if what they need, what they think they need is actually what they need. And then it positions you in a place to be able to sell them on, what you think they need as an expert, right? Does that sort of make sense? Yeah. I mean, as my sales coach used to say, is when you sell to everyone, you end up actually not selling to anyone as a result of being so broad that they're unable to resonate with your message and they're unable to know. So give that a try.
I hope you found that clip useful. Let me know what you think in the comments. In the description, you'll find a link where you can set up a one-on-one strategy session with me. So feel free to reach out with any of your questions in the comments below. Or if you want a one-on-one session, use that link in the description.